Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today, we're going to be going over a simple recipe on how to cook liver and onion, just like we used to eat when we was kids, okay? But before we get started, I want everybody to stop what you're doing. Go like and subscribe to the page. Also, hit the notification bell. That way you can get alerts every time a new video is released. Okay, so without further ado, let's start going over the ingredients, okay? What I have is liver, okay? We'll set that to the side. Fresh cut onions. I had some that was already diced, so I went home and used them, but I did have these cut like that, okay? We'll be using a little beef broth, Worcestershire sauce, butter, garlic powder, onion powder, Tony Saturins, broth base. This is beef. This is going to be for the gravy, okay? Also, we'll be using minced garlic, olive oil, and cooking oil. Oh, last but not least, we'll definitely need all-purpose flour, okay? So, with that being said, we're going to get started. The first thing what we're going to do, I'm going to take my butter, you'll put it in the pot, and I'm going to saute these onions, okay? So, let me get that set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so right now, I have my butter melted in my pot. What I'm going to do is saute my onions inside of the melted butter, and I'm going to let it brown a little bit, and you'll see, and I'll be back once this is done. As you can see mine, I use a lot of onions in my liver and onion. You know, liver is the backbone. Liver is the heart, you know, but this is definitely the backbone. Lots of onions. All right, so I'm gonna get this browned, and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, everybody. So what I want to do, I want to show you how I browned my onions, okay? So they're a little brown. These are done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these out, and I'm gonna set them in a bowl, and I'm gonna set them to the side, and we're gonna go work on the liver, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the next step. What we're gonna be doing is working on the liver, all right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick them up. We have some that's really long, okay? Like this. What I'm gonna do is, the ones that's long, I'm gonna take some kitchen shears, and I'm gonna cut them. I've already washed my meat. So these right here is already washed and sitting in the bowl, okay? So just to show you, I have them in a colander, but I also have another bowl up under it, you know? But when we season them, we don't make a mess on the counter, yet we don't hold all the liquid, as you see, on them. So that's why I have them double bowled. Like this one. This one's really long. So we're gonna get these cut, and then I'll be back to show you how I'm going to season them. And I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So what I did was I cut all of them down to size. You can cut them to any length that you prefer. I like mine on the smaller side, like so. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna begin seasoning them. Like I do with all my meats, the first thing I always do is I pour olive oil on my meat. You don't taste the olive oil, but it helps the seasoning stick to the meat. Some people like to season the flour. I don't season my flour, but if that's one of your preferences, you could, instead of seasoning your meat, you could just go directly to seasoning your flour, okay? So what I did was pour the olive oil on it, and I'm gonna give it a good mix up, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my main seasoning, which is Tony Saturins, okay? And we're just gonna sprinkle it. Now make sure you get all your meat seasoned, okay? And toss it around a little bit as you season it. So that way everything could get seasoned, okay? Next we'll be using onion powder. Again, as you're seasoning it, toss your meat around. See, with the olive oil, everything sticks. As you can see, all the seasoning is in there. Okay? So, okay, goes the onion powder. Next we're going to use garlic powder. Okay? Toss it around. Make sure everything is seasoned. All the meat is seasoned all the way through and through. Okay? Once we get that done, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go heat up some grease. I'm gonna heat up my grease. I'm gonna put it in my pot, and I'm gonna fry my liver inside the white flour. Okay? So I'm gonna go get that set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back. I wanted to show you approximately about how much grease we're gonna do. Okay, we don't need a lot of grease, just enough to fry all our liver pieces. So that's about all the grease we're gonna need. So I'm gonna let this grease heat up, and then I'll be back. Okay, welcome back everybody. So my grease is hot, and I always tell you, one way to verify your grease is hot, take a pinch of flour and sprinkle it in the grease. And if you get a sizzle like that, then your grease is hot. It's ready for your food to go in, okay? So let me show you this. What I did was I took my liver and I flipped it in flour, you know, on both sides. And from here, I'm just gonna set it in the grease, okay? And I'm going to do that with all the liver pieces. So once I get this all done, I'll be back to show you the next step. Okay, so once they start looking like this, we're gonna give them a flip. This was about 3 minutes, and that's what it looks like on the other side. And you don't want to do it too long, so three minutes is pretty much long enough. 3-4 minutes, no longer. Okay, so we're gonna get all these flipped, tossed, and then we got another batch to do, and I'll be back. Okay, welcome back. So this is the last pieces of liver right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn my fire all the way down to simmer. Okay, I'm not gonna pour any grease off because it's not that much in there. If you can see, it's really not a lot in there, so I'm not gonna worry about pouring that off. What I have is a cup of water. I am going to pour my water in. Okay, like so. I turned that down. I'm going to add my other liver pieces in there. Okay. Also, I'm going to add the sauteed onions that we done earlier. I'm going to put it in here. Mix it up a little bit. Now I'm going to use 2 spoons of minced garlic. This is inside of my gravy, okay? Okay. Also, we're gonna season our water with some onion powder. Pretty much everything that we did the liver with, we're gonna do it inside of this gravy, okay? Shake, 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 shake. Okay, that's onion powder. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing with the garlic powder. Okay, we're gonna shake it in there, pretty heavy. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my Tony Saturins. Creole Seasoning, like so. Okay, that should be good. We would adjust it if need be. Remember this? So we're gonna use the beef broth base, okay? I'm only gonna use 1 heaping spoon of it, okay? This should be enough right here. You can see that. That's plenty. Also, I'm gonna pour a little bit of my beef broth in now, my actual beef broth. Okay. Remember this? We're gonna pour some Worcestershire sauce in now. Okay. Okay. Also, I have a bowl of plain white flour. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little water in there and I'm gonna mix it. And this is gonna turn into like a paste. And what we're doing now is we're gonna thicken up our gravy, okay? That's pretty much what I'm doing. Okay, let me add a little more water. Okay, like so. See that? That's how we're trying to get it. And we're gonna pour it in there. Okay, like so, okay? And after we get to that point, what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix all this up. Okay, sorry about that, my phone rang, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna get all this mixed up, okay? All that seasoning, onions, gravy, and from this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a lid on it, and I'm gonna let it cook for a little bit. Probably I will be back to check it in 20-25 minutes because everything is really already ready. All we're doing right now is thickening up the gravy and letting the season go inside of the gravy. So probably like 25 minutes and I'll be back to see if I need to adjust the gravy to make it thicker. So welcome back. I want to show you how it's looking right now. It's been about 15 minutes so far. So we on a low simmer. As you can see, the gravy is pretty thick. It's thick enough. I don't know. Let me show you. That's thick enough. You know, some people probably like it thinner or whatever. You don't know. I definitely don't think you want it thicker, but you could go thinner. And the liver is pretty done. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go on continue letting this cook for like another 5 minutes, and this is gonna be pretty much done. Okay, so I'll be back in 5 minutes to show you what we have. Okay, welcome back. So I have everything taken out and placed on a plate, and this is my end result. This is the final product. Okay, we have our yellow corn. We have rice and gravy, okay? And we have our liver, okay? And with that being said, thank you for watching my video. If you haven't already, please go like and subscribe to the page. I have many more videos to come, and we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Also, I want to thank everybody who's already subscribed to my channel. It's been a blessing. I thank you, and I'm look forward to bring you a lot more videos. Thank you.